Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void! Today it's going to be a rematch and a match between Scarlet and SpeCial here on King's Cove, the latter edition. These two players have played some incredible matches over the years. They both hail from North America. They're both on the North American server, or America's server at this point. Australia and New Zealand and the other countries nearby play on the Americas server, so it's not the North American server. And I apologize to my friends from down under. Alright, so bottom right-hand corner here on King's Cove is the blue Terran player, SpeCial. And in the top left-hand corner, it's the red Zerg player, Scarlet. Alright, man, so two players who, again, really fantastic. SpeCial here hails from Mexico. Scarlet, she's from Canada. A lot of people really love Scarlet Zerg play. She's aggressive. She is strong at everything. Her creep spread is fantastic. Really like what she's capable of, and she's throwing up a proxy hatch right outside SpeCial's front door. This is why I'm here. This is why I'm here. The last time I cast these guys, Scarlet went for a 2-base Roach Queen all-in that SpeCial held off pretty well, and then the counterattack by SpeCial was really strong. Scarlet barely held. It was a back and forth and a back and forth, and I'm not going to spoil anything for you here, but poof. It was amazing. Go back and watch it. If you need a link, ask me for it. I'll put it in the description or up in the top right-hand corner here. But these two players know each other extremely well, which makes for some really, really great games. And I love that Scarlet is doing this. She's like, you know what? If you're not going to SCV scout, and I'm gambling that you won't, right? Gambling, because an SCV scout would have seen the lack of expansion and the lack of a pool and said, ah, there's a proxy out there somewhere. Reaper's name is Reaper Name Generator. Tired of relying on the comments for Reaper names, Falcon Paladin programmed the Reaper Name Generator. Using deep learning and AI stuff, the Reaper Name Generator took the data from all previous Reaper names to come up with new names instead. However, the Reaper Name Generator instantly went insane from the number of obscure pop culture references and bad fourth wall breaking jokes. It stuffed itself into an oracle to take out its rage on worker units. What the friggin' what? That's an oracle? Ah, it's an oracle name. Screw it. We'll use it for oracles too. Reaper Name Generator here. Look, SpeCial's not following the rules, man. SpeCial is not following the rules of you scout before you send that Reaper across the map, or you keep it at home. And as a result, I really feel like this base is in a lot of trouble. There are some Lings in production, so the Reaper is going to hop up here and say, hold on a second. How is there not a hatchery here? I don't understand. The Lings show up. They force a pause on the construction on that command center for quite a while now. There isn't even Reaper production. SpeCial did not go into Reaper production. That's insane. Or Reaper Hellion production. Did I say Reaper? I meant Hellion. I meant Hellion production here. So it's delayed for a lot longer than it should have. Queen shows up. And SpeCial's like, wait, what? How is there a Queen here? Queen is going to try to kill this SCV before it can finish building. Oh my gosh. And another delay on the command center. Scarlet is opening this exceptionally well. Queen wants to kill the SCVs building. Oh my gosh, so many SCVs are coming in. There are roaches, because of course there are roaches. Why wouldn't you get a roach warrant? And that's a cancel. SpeCial's like, all right, I'm done. I'm not even going to try to take this anymore. Let's get that refund. There are Ravagers in production right now. SpeCial is in a heck of a lot of trouble. He is making a Cyclone, which is a good answer to this. Cyclones are amazing against roaches. Pretty darn good against Ravagers and Queens here too. Got to watch out for that Corrosive Bile. I would love to see a tank, honestly, but again, stationary target. And Corrosive Bile is even better in that situation. Alright, so SpeCial is dealing with creep at his front door, you guys. This is amazing. Ravager needs... Oh, the transfuse on the Ravager. So dang good. So stupid good here. SCV's going down. That open... The door's open. SpeCial, your door's open, man. Oh, the Cyclone stays alive just barely. It really needs a repair. Really needs a repair here. Another full supply block on SpeCial. Another supply depot goes down. All he has is what he has and what's in production right now, which is a tank, which is a bunker with Marines, but neither of the things are that great against Ravagers. Scarlet is expanding back home. Overlords cruising across the map to provide high ground vision. I guess that bunker cannot go down, and by golly, SpeCial saves it. SpeCial saves that bunker and gets a Queen. Almost gets the Queen there. Tank sets up. Tank fire pretty fantastic on that one. And, oh, Ravager dies. Okay, man. SpeCial's holding. SpeCial is holding. Now, keep in mind, Scarlet really... She delayed her natural for a long time. It's still delayed. Okay? So, the fact that SpeCial's on one base does not mean he's dead. If Scarlet had been on 2 bases for a while and SpeCial for some reason was on 1 base, which would mean things went really terribly wrong for him somewhere, then he'd be dead. But at this point, he's not dead. Special's still fine. He's chilling. He's killing overlords. He supply blocks Scarlet. One good turn deserves another. 4 kills on Hero Cyclone there. Another tank setting up on that high ground. Creep spreading out this way, away from Special's base, towards her base, which is hilarious right now. Oh man, going onto the creep is so terrifying. Killing these tumors seems to be the priority target here. Trying to get back the natural base as fast as possible. Marine tank is here. Scarlet decides maybe it's time to pick up and head on home, make the long walk home with her queens, and just kind of sacrifice this hatchery. Although, I don't know, maybe coming back a little bit here, maybe hoping some units will wander off the creep a little bit by themselves, but Special is a little bit too cautious for that. He's not going to allow that to happen. So there's your expansion. Specials is done. It just needs to wait for this creep to die. That, I really feel like one of the best balance changes in all of StarCraft 2 was the one where they nerfed how fast creep spreads and also increased how fast it recedes. It was good. I think it was good. It's fine for Zerg. It's really great for Protoss and Terran. I've never heard a Zerg player complain about it since that change. It seems like it's a fair balance change. And kudos to the team for that. You gotta land though, buddy. There you go, landing it. So officially we are 2 base to 2 base right now. Scarlet has a 3rd hatch, but it's being used for absolutely nothing right now. Creep tumors to deal with still. Special doesn't really want to move out. Scarlet is now taking a 3rd base. She's up 41 to 30 workers. Army supply 19 to 18, but in a straight up fight, Special's army wins this thing. He's got Marines, he's got tanks, he's got Cyclones, whereas Scarlet's army is largely Queen and a couple of Roaches here. So it's not a lot. It is not a lot, but she's going for a lair. She's going for a double evolution chambers. She's going to lose this hatchery to a single Cyclone because why not? Actually, Marine DPS is useful here too, I suppose. And creep spread from the other side continuing to reach. So there's Roach Ravager. Seems like that's what Scarlet is going for. And if your opponent's going for a large kind of a Marine tank setup, that can be pretty good, especially if you have upgrades and your opponent does not. And Special right now doesn't have the upgrades, right? No, nobody has any upgrades. He's getting stim, but he's not working on 1-1 for his dudes, which is going to slow down his ability to get them later on. So the fact that Scarlet is getting hers first is huge. Usually Terran players want to get their upgrades going before the Zerg player, because a 3-3 Marine Marauder army can wipe out a 3-3 Roach Ravager army, but they have to get there first. So the fact that Scarlet's going to have those upgrades is really, really important right now. Special is, he's walling off. He's throwing up his engineering base. He's working on his upgrades now. They're going to be late, but better late than never, is what my dad always says. And yeah, saturating this 3rd base. I mean, Scarlet is doing really well economically. 57 to 42 on that worker count. And Queens versus the, yeah, this here Raven doesn't want to get shot in the back of the head at all. Turns out. Special pulling up with that Marine tank. Remember what I said about Roach Ravager being pretty good against Marine tank. If you can corrosive down those tanks in siege mode, you can handle the rest of the army pretty darn well. Special has a 3rd base that has landed now too. Is keeping up economically with Scarlet a bit here. 53 to 46 workers. Poking on in. Really got to force Scarlet to make units rather than make drones at this stage, but she's doing both. She's doing a great job of doing both. The heck was that? There was a thing over here? Ah. Oh, auto turret harass. Is there another Raven? Or is that just the one? The one just snuck over there and auto turret harassed and then killed themselves and disappeared into the creep. And I was like, wait, what was that? What was that? I don't know. Either way, Raven has 3 kills, which is nothing too shabby, but not too impressive either. But Special happy to be on 3 bases while Scarlet is on 3 bases. It really is. I mean, it's 67 to 50 workers, yes. Scarlet has a lot more income at this stage than Special does, but in time there are mules, and in time there are triple pumping SCVs, and everything's going to be just fine. 2-2 getting started. Actually, +2 ground carapace and +2 melee. Or +1 melee, rather, for Scarlet here. So she's kind of splitting up her upgrades a little bit, while Special here is working on his 1-1 for his infantry. Little Marine group here, picking off some creep tumors here and there. They don't want to move too far under the creep because they will die. Unless they get picked up, which is entirely possible. Scarlet throws down a 4th base, traditional 4th base location. And yeah, once again, once the army engages, you pick up and you get the heck on out of there. There's no engaging on creep. There's no engaging off creep at this stage. Scarlet's going for a 9-minute hive. Despite her early aggression, she's still at 9-minute hive. And she's throwing down a macro hatch. This is just some really impressive play out of Scarlet. I am super, super, super happy with this from her. Special, he's keeping up, man. He's doing his best. He's got his 3 bases. He's almost fully saturated on 3 bases now. Scarlet has technically 3 bases, but she's oversaturated in a few spots here. Actually, long distance mining from the 4th. She's so darn oversaturated. Raven trying to throw up some turrets over this way and get some stuff done, but flying over creep means you're spotted well before you even show up. Yeah, the Spore Crawler burrows itself to respond. Queen ready to go. Lings are ready to go. No more drones will die here today. Thank you very much. Special pushes up, kills some more tumors, and the back and forth tug of war game continues. Trying to get one of those queens, and they get a queen, but otherwise that is way too much Zerg. 80 to 78 army supply is fairly even that way, but a lot of Special's army is back home and not roaming about the creep. Scarlet's army is a little bit more mobile and therefore very fun. Scarlet has a 5th base now on the way at 10 minutes. I mean, she's doing fine. I wish I could go proxy hatch against a Terran player and still be at 160 supply at 10 minutes. That's a great goal to strive for. Special's at 145 despite having his natural base denied for like the first 5 minutes of this game, which is nuts. I mean, the macro these guys are capable of is absolutely mind-boggling. Oversaturated a couple of his bases. Special could probably stand to go for a 4th here. While pushing up, Banelings are on the way, right? We need Banelings. Cervical Hooks is actually done. Tanks firing on tumors, and Special ready to rock here, man. Scarlet coming on in, so Corrosive Bile's getting dodged ably. Nice anti-armor missile on all of these Ravagers. And wow, actually gonna take down this hatch. I don't think there's any saving it there at all. The hatchery, the 4th hatch is toast. The tanks are all gone, I think, which is a problem, and Baneling's getting serious hits on that left side. Pick up and retreat with what you have. But killing a base was a big deal there for Special. The problem is, Scarlet already has another one ready to pop here, and losing 7 drones isn't really a big deal in the grand scheme of things. So Special is able to take down a hatch, but loses a ton of stuff there. 38 Marines and 4 tanks have died in this game. I feel like most of them were during that attack. And that defense by Scarlet, so far so good. I saw Ultras, man. I saw an Ultralisk Cavern. Where is it? There it is. There's my Ultra Cavern. 2 of them. She has 2 of them. This is getting out of hand. No, there are 2 of them. Did she do that on purpose? Maybe she... Oh, for kindness plating and for speed. Alright, cool. Well, she doesn't have any Ultras yet, but there is 1 in production. Special's answer to Ultralisks is going to have to be Liberators. I don't think he has the tech really to move into Ghosts at this point in the game. So Liberators are good, really good at taking down those Ultras, assuming they stay in the same place. Nice Parasitic Bomb on that medevac. It's not going to kill it, though, is it? No, 30 HP remaining. Injured, but not dead. So Scarlet's maxed out. Special's at 175 supply. No problemo. Creep spread, pushing out across the world. And the map here on King's Cove. Scarlet's getting a Spire, because at this stage of the game, why not? Just have all the tech available for tech switches as you need to. I just feel like this bodes really well for Scarlet. The creep spread is good. She's maxed out. She's going to have a bank. I mean, everybody here is in a lot of trouble. Parasitic Bombs, though, on the medevacs, hurting each other, forcing them to split off a little bit. Yup. Oh, still alive, though. Marine drop back behind the 4th base into the main base. Oh, trying to take down these medevacs that are injured, mind you. Zerglings versus Marines. Oh, medevacs getting picked off here. The dudes inside the main base are still alive, but Zerglings are here to destroy them. These Lings do have 2-2. And adrenal glands, and they are very scary that way. Special pushing on into the 5th base. As more Parasitic Bombs causing serious problems. Who needs anti-air? Like, who really honestly needs, as 15 drones have been killed, who needs Hydralisks, right? When you can just do Parasitic Bombs on those medevacs if and you need to. Oh, Queen down. More drones getting killed. Special's getting way too much done with this. 15 kill Liberator, are you kidding? Yes, but she dead now. She dead now. I saw them, Banelings. Everybody, here it is. Everybody's favorite sound in the entire world. Whew. Scary. It's a scary sound for everyone. Zerg, Terran, and Protoss alike. A lot of Banelings. Alright, man. Ultra's ready to rock here. Coming on in from an angle. 1 tank down instantly. Continuing to push on in. I'm not sure that Special has enough to hold here against this. Lings cruising on in. They've got the 2-2. Banelings want to get some hits off on something if they can. The Marines would be great targets. SCVs too. 2 bases going to go down at the same time for Special. He is not in a good way at all. This is just too much Zerg. Tanks getting taken down by Banelings and Lings. 172 to 134 supply. When your front door is absolutely that crushed, you're going to have a bad time. It means a lot. Ghosts trying to get some steady targeting out. Special did manage to get them there, but They are toast now. This Ultra is going to go down, but it had 11 kills before it died. This Ultralisk is chomping on SCVs right now. A handful of Marines and Marauders are here for special, but they are just not enough to hang with this much Ravager. Army supply is 90 to 69, a major advantage, denying 3-3 for the Marines and Marauders. Special has an attack up here at the natural base, trying to get some stuff done. So it's a bit of a base race, but there's just too much. I think there's just too much Zerg at this stage. The Ravager's trading out fairly well, especially with the death of that medevac. But you know what? Overall, the 2-2 Marines with Stim not doing too bad. Wait, what killed those guys? Oh, a bunch of Lings. A bunch of Lings showed up and killed all of them, or they picked up and retreated out of there. So it's 64 to 32 workers. Scarlet did actually lose her natural base. She's throwing it up now, but still sitting on a pretty heavily good economy. Special effectively has 2 mining bases. The income is 2,400 to 1,000 right now. Scarlet's tech is 4,300 versus Special's at 38. If he had that 3-3, he'd have a better tech number. Scarlet moving into Infestors. She's always been pretty comfortable with those 6 drones at a time here. And here goes nothing. Special coming in. His army supply is 86 to 71. How does he do this? How did he lose so much stuff? And he still has a bigger army than Scarlet does. I guess she has 21 Banelings and 2 Ultras on the way, which that's a lot of Baneling. I'm not sure that Special can handle that many Banelings. The Banelings pop. They're on creep. Special's on creep too. Any fungals available would be nice. Interference Matrix on one of those Vipers. Kind of bringing it out of play here. And you know what? That hatch might go down, but no, the Zerg. The Zerg are everywhere, exploding on everything on the ground. The Corruptors are wiping out the Liberators. The tank's getting destroyed there too. Handful of units here from Special, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough at all. That is your good game. Special taps out, and Scarlet is your winner here in 16 minutes and 40 seconds. Fantastic. Absolutely beautifully fantastic play. Whew. Here today from these 2 players. That was good. That was really great stuff there out of Scarlet. The early aggression did enough damage to kind of keep Special on the back foot. Special had some really scary drops and really scary pushes, though, because he's just that good. He killed 3 hatcheries in this game. Scarlet managed to take down a planetary fortress and a command center and force a cancel on a 3rd one there, too. So don't discount that. Overall, resources lost 23,000 for Special, 21,000 for Scarlet. So winning the day against the Terran requires being ahead of them on resources lost for sure, or at least resources gained, which we don't have that number, but I assume it's pretty fantastic. Yeah, 14 tanks down. This really isn't that. Right up here, Scarlet, kind of just a handful of units here and there. 32 Banes, 144 Lings, 6 Queens, 4 Ultras. But overall, I mean, she didn't lose a whole ton of anything, really. Ravager down count was 16, which is it's expensive. Definitely expensive, but nothing too earth-shatteringly game-ending, as we can see here. All right. Well, that was good stuff. That was great CVT from 2 players that I really love casting. But for now, that's going to be it from me. So this has been Falcon Paladin, coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.